I have been interviewing a number of young people. This year alone, I think I've interfaced about over 1,000 young people, even old people, when I'm doing interviews. As a chair of board of 2 government agencies, but also as a person who sits on several boards, I think about 4 or 5 other boards, but also as somebody who's coordinating and managing a project, but also as an employer, because I also employ people in my own capacity. And what I've seen is that a number of people come for interviews when they are not prepared. How can you go to do an interview when you do not even know the job, the title you're applying for? How can you go to do an interview when you don't know the duties? Please read that advert again and know, do they want a marketing officer? Do they want a client relations officer? Do they want an engineer, a systems administrator? And find out what are the duties, what are the expectations, because what exactly the employer has put is exactly what you have to fit yourself into. A number of young people go for interviews when they have not researched about the organizations they are going to work. You go to an organization and you don't even know their CEO, you don't even know their chair of the board, you don't even know their mission and vision, and you don't know about their value set. And sometimes it becomes so hard to answer some of those questions. One of the deal breaker is when they ask you, tell us about yourself. What makes you unique? Do you know what people do? They end up telling us where they studied. I have a degree, I have this, I have this, I have this. And remember, everybody you're competing with has the same thing. The employer wants to just know, what is that special attribute that makes you the best? Is it because, even when you have the degree, but for you, you're able to even do an extra. Even when I'm an engineer, you know what? I can do marketing. I can do it. Even when I'm an accountant, you know what? I know how to write proposals. And you know what? I worked in a very complex situation. I worked in a refugee setting, or I worked in, a very rural area where there was nothing, no computer. And I can tell you, I would still work even without a computer. So somebody is keen to know what is that extra skill that you have, that you can bring on the table, that other people do not have. Do not waste your time telling us how you said in Kabale, Kabera Maido. No. Please stop it. Stop it and learn and be able to know how you can be able to excel in interviews.